Hey guys, what's going on? It's War Machine, and yeah, so today I decided to make a YouTube video. I haven't made a YouTube video in such a long time, but you know what? I had this guy in my clan. His name's Munchie, and he's been doing this weird attack, and I hadn't really caught on to it until I talked to him. He's doing this old attack called the Immortal Miner, and I asked him, I was like, "Where did you get this attack from?" He's like, "I got it from you," and I was like, "Don't remember ever doing this attack." But we're gonna check it out right now. He did it on our previous war. He did it on number 4 and then number 3. Um, Obviously, the bases that he hit weren't the best bases, but it just gives you kind of an idea of the kind of attack that he's using. So what it is just got 5 healers, bunch of miners, some CC, and that's basically it. This base that he hit first is a Town Hall 11. It's not like a fully upgraded Town Hall 11. It doesn't have an eagle. It doesn't have a lot of the high-end stuff, but I mean, it's still technically considered an 11. And he doesn't have his warden, so he's basically hitting a Town Hall 10 with a Town Hall 11 Town Hall. So basically what he does is he doesn't create a funnel or anything. He just sends in the queen on one side, hopes to see where she goes, waits till the CC locks onto her. He does kill the E-Dragon, then he sends in the miners in kind of like a spam. The cool thing about this attack is since you only have heal spells, the miners are never going to be really low on health. The only problem is making sure that your queen stays alive and gets you as much value as she can. So like here, his queen is level 62, so obviously she's going to get him a lot of value. She does take down the single target Inferno, and as the miners are kind of sweeping through the base, the queen is just kind of picking off the weaker defenses on the outside. Never in any real danger because obviously the base doesn't have a lot of defenses like Eagle Artillery or scatter shots or anything like that. So I mean, obviously this base was pretty easy. I was looking at it, I was like, okay, maybe I'm just being a hater. I've been known to be a hater from time to time, but I mean, whatever. You know, he gets the triple, overkills the base, and I was like, you know what? Fine. The attack worked fine. So at this point, I was like, fine. He gets a triple, no big deal, right? So I was like, fine. You know, a triple is a triple. Not hating. He's one of my clan members. Cool. Congratulations, right? So then he hits number 3 on the same war. It's a little bit harder of a base. And now this attack got me a little triggered when I saw it. Because he basically did the same exact attack. The only difference was he didn't bring any CC. He didn't bring his warden. He didn't bring a rage spell. He just basically sent in a level 1 wall wrecker in front of the queen. The king on the left side just to create a little bit of a funnel so the queen can go inside. And the queen does end up going inside. And she's just picking off some of the weaker defenses. And now he's going to be going up against the enemy queen, the enemy CC, a single target Inferno, the king. He does drop a poison, kills the queen pretty quickly. Does end up taking out the CC and some of the weaker defenses on the outside. The E-Drag does lock onto his queen again, and the E-Drag is going to get a shot off on her. Doesn't create too much damage, but he does have an Expo, a cannon, and some other defenses that are targeting the queen. So I was like, okay, I know he gets a triple, but I wanted to see how he does it. So same thing, the queen just starts picking off some of the weaker defenses. The wizard tower goes up, kills the enemy queen, king, and then she gets locked on by the single target Inferno. So I was like, at this point, the queen's gonna die, right? Well, no, she ends up taking out the Inferno, and she does also get the bomb tower. So eventually the queen does go down because she had too much damage on her, and this is where the Immortal Miner comes in. So there's nothing left for the healers to lock onto, so they lock onto the miners. And you got plenty of heals, plenty of healers that are all still alive. And I mean, obviously there's nothing going to be left that's going to be able to stop these miners. The miners tear through the base pretty quickly. And I mean, this is where you can see that the Immortal Miner that we used to use back in the day still is pretty good attack. You know, when you attack these weaker bases, I mean, obviously I wouldn't recommend you do this on a high-end base, like a fully maxed out base, but you know, it worked pretty well, and you know, overkilled it plenty of time. The miners were all full health by the time of the raid was over, so I was like, again, maybe I'm just being a hater. Maybe I'm just, you know, maybe I just don't like the attack anymore. And you know, like I said, he said he learned it from me, and I do remember doing this a couple of times, maybe once or twice, Kappa. But no, I used to use this a lot, and you know, again, he's tripling with it, so he does get a triple. So I was like, fine. Congratulations to him. You know, he's obviously mastered this attack. Then this guy goes and uses this attack and CWL. Now, before I go any further, just know that CWL you only get one attack, and he is hitting a Town Hall 12 with single target Inferno with the exact same attack, no Warden, and basically starts the same way. King on one side, Queen on the other, send in the Wall Wrecker. This time he does have CC, which is not the best CC. I think he has Pekkas and a Valkyrie, which is kind of a weird CC, but the single target does end up taking out his king, and then the queen is just kind of working her way behind the Wall Wrecker, taking her sweet time to get inside the base, and he was really lucky that the queen didn't walk on him, because the queen is known to do that from time to time. So he does rage her up, does kill the enemy CC, the king, the queen, does get a wizard tower, does also get some Teslas, and he will also be getting an expo from this. So this attack is not too bad because he actually has pretty decent pathing here for his miners to go in towards the town hall. So at this point I was just like, fine. The guy obviously has confidence in this attack that it's going to get him 3-star. And the queen does actually create a nice lane here for the miners to go in a straight path into the base towards the town hall. So the queen is having a little bit of trouble with some skeleton spells and getting through the walls. She does have an expo that's targeting her, but again the miners are going in a nice motion towards the center of the base. The queen does end up taking out the expo, but she is getting caught up by the tornado trap, which is unfortunate, but again, same thing as last time. Once the queen dies, the healers then switch on over to the miners, which got plenty of heal spells, and you know, he obviously lost some healers to the air seeking bombs, but you know, it's CWL, he only gets one shot, so he doesn't know where the air bombs are or anything like that. He is using his spells a little bit more cautious this time because it is CWL. The top miners are getting healed by the heal spell, the bottom miners are getting healed by the healer. Now, it's only one healer, so you would think it's not doing that much good down there, but it's actually healing them up quite a bit, even though it's just only one healer on the miners. So he doesn't have to use his heal spells until they get closer into the range of the bomb tower and the infernal tower. So that one healer, along with that heal spell that he has left, is doing actually a pretty good job keeping them healed up. So at this point, he's down. He does lose the last healer. He doesn't have a heal spell anymore, and he's got quite a bit of the base left over. So I did speed it up a little bit just to see how it all went down. Was this luck? Yeah, I would say yeah, he got a little lucky on this. But you know, he had plenty of miners left over to tear through the rest of the base. He had the wizard tower, the mortar, and then he does end up getting the multi-target inferno, which was a little damage from before. So I was like, whatever, it works. So yeah, I'm like, if it works for Munchie, he's using a CWL, I gotta try it myself. The attack, obviously not the best attack. It's nothing that I would use on a regular basis, but I'm like, fine. I'm gonna cook up the army, and then I'm gonna go find me a base attack. So here we go, guys. I did cook the exact same army as him, just 5 healers, bunch of miners, bunch of heal spells. In my CC, I do have an E-Dragon with some wounds, which I'm not super happy about. Thinking maybe I should get rid of these, but I just decided it's fine. It's whatever. It's gonna be a multiplayer attack. Just gonna find the first decent base that I feel that I can 3-star, and here we go. I find this Town Hall 13. Looks like the heroes aren't out there. The Town Hall is upgrading, but it does have an Eagle and the Infernos. So I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm gonna be using the exact same attack that Munchie used. So I'm going to start off with my queen here at 3 o'clock, and I'm just going to put the healers right behind her just the same way like Munchie does. I'm going to put the king on one side just to kind of create a funnel to make the queen walk up towards the top, towards the Eagle Artillery, which is where I want to enter into the base through. And here I go. I send in the Wall Wrecker, and then the queen's going to follow right behind the Wall Wrecker. The king goes off somewhere and dies, which is fine by me. I don't really care. There is CC, so I end up poisoning the CC here. And then I'm going to rage my queen to get rid of the Eagle and also help get rid of some of the CC. So the attack's not going too bad. The queen is killing the Eagle Artillery. She's going to take out the Town Hall. I'm going to start my miners at the top with the Warden and then the Royal Champion behind them, kind of like the way you would do it with the hybrid. The queen does take out the Town Hall, and the miners are just kind of swooping through the base. The queen is taking quite a bit of damage. Unfortunately, this comp doesn't give me an extra rage to rage her up, so I end up popping the ability here. And also, the miners are doing a pretty good job. I still have my warden ability. I still have my royal champion ability. The queen is doing her job at the bottom, clearing out the bottom of the base. Um, and it does feel pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, plenty of miners, plenty of heal spells. Um, all of my heroes have full health. It's not an immortal miner in this case because the healers are still alive. My queen didn't die. I should have let her die just to turn into an immortal, but I didn't. So it is what it is. So, but here you guys go. You see that it's still working, just the same way it used to. Probably even a little bit better now that you got the royal champion. Obviously the base wasn't the best, but whatever. I used it as a CWL, just a one-hit try. So there you guys go. The Immortal Miner, Town Hall 13, still works. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, just make sure you guys leave us a like. Make sure you subscribe, and yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys later. If you're still here at the end of the video, then you are confirmed a fangirl. Bye.